Surprise, surprise. We got a new podcast, and it begins right now. Alright, welcome to the JNC Music Show, where we just talk about, music, because obviously we have the JNC Music Charts, the JNC Hot Songs charts, the JNC Top 50, JNC Top 20 albums, and then the JNC Artist Top 10. That's about it. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about HUNTR from KPop Demon Hunters and their hit song Golden. It's literally about to break a JNC Hot Songs record very, very soon. Now, let's talk about it. Obviously, in the background, I have the Jimmy Fallon performance that they had last night, which, by the way, they killed it. So, yeah. Golden entered the JNC Hot Songs chart on August 4th. Like, that was not even that long ago. Sure, it was just 2 months, yeah, but, yeah, it could have easily entered back in July had I not, delay watching K-Pop Demon Hunters. So, yeah. And the week after, August 10, which, by the way, August 4th was the last time that there was only 10 songs in the JNC Hot Songs charts. August 10 was the first week where we had 20, and the chart release dates were on Sundays instead of Mondays. And yep, Golden took number 1 in its second week on August 10th. And yeah, that was the first time there was 20 songs on the Hot Songs chart. And then sure, it'd fall to number 9 the week after. And after that, it would go rise for 7 straight weeks at number 1. That's the longest consecutive streak that a song has had at number 1 on JNC Hot Songs. So, yeah. And this week, it's on the verge of a 9th week at number 1, tying Nokia by Drake, which is kind of crazy because that was also this year. Funny enough, Nokia spent its 9th week at number 1 on the JNC Hot Songs chart, that when Golden first debuted. It debuted at number 6, and then yeah, Golden straight up took over from there. It just missed out on Song of the Summer, by the way, which Nokia was JNC's Song of the Summer, since we used that for the then JNC playoffs, but we turned that into the JNC Basketball Farewell Tournament. But yeah, we'll get to that. And with how big Golden is, obviously, like, they just, singers of HUNTR, EJAE, Audrey Nuna, Rei Ami, they just performed it at Jimmy Fallon. And yeah, and we're using Golden for our JNC Winter Games 2025 theme song. So yeah, that's how big Golden is. Like, it's literally breaking records. It's about to spend a 9th week on the Hot Songs chart, the 9th week at number 1. It's gonna avoid Taylor Swift, unlike Billboard, which, bro, the Swifties, they just buy 20,000 different copies of Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl, which, come on, it's not that good of an album. Sure, I like The Fate of Ophelia. That's projected to debut at number 2 on the chart. Now let's have an overlook at our projections for the JNC Hot Songs chart, dated October the 12th. So yeah, Golden is projected to stay number 1 for its 9th week, record tying with, right now, a Hot Songs record 800 plus points, which, yep, it's beating its own record. Golden is just beating Golden at this point. So yeah, I'm not sure how much it increased. I'll look into that later. I'll post the midweek projections at the end of the day, I guess. But yeah, and then after that, number 2 projected would be The Fate of Ophelia, which, yeah, that's the only good song off of Showgirl. So yeah, that has 400 points, which is ridiculous. That means if let's say they didn't perform Golden on Jimmy Fallon, then we could have seen Taylor Swift challenge HUNTR for number 1, a number 1 debut, which only a few songs have had. And let's see, number 3 projected, it's Daisies by Justin Bieber. That's a new peak. I'm starting to love the song, and that's why it's surging. You know, hearing it on the radio and all that, streaming the song and all that. You know, Daisies is a good song. You know, great comeback by Justin Bieber. And then number 4, no change here, but it's Mystical Magical by Benson Boone. Now it's rose in points because the Moonbeam ice cream cookie in Crumbl cookies just came back only for this week. We're going, okay, now this is off topic, but when the Moonbeam ice cream cookies came out, that was like basically the month we were going to Santa Cruz. We're going to Santa Cruz in about 3 weeks. 3 weeks from now. So, like, less than 3 weeks from now. So, yeah. And the Moonbeam ice cream cookies come out again. Like, come on, why can't we go to Santa Cruz when the Moonbeam ice cream cookies are out? But anyway, yeah. And then number 5, Beautiful Things from Benson Boone as well. That's projected to re-enter for a record 32nd week. Beautiful Things is the longest charting song on the JNC Hot Songs, by the way. It has spent 6 weeks at number 1, by the way. And so yeah, so that's all I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna drop the full list. You may have seen the early projections. As I mentioned, Nokia by Drake earlier, which, you know, this record is in jeopardy of most weeks at number 1, as HUNTR is gonna tie that thing up. With that, Nokia is projected to go Recurrent, yes. But we are not Billboard, I'm nice. But yeah, the JNC Hot Songs has Recurrent rules. Now I made a community post about it, but you know, let's explain it again. If a song has spent 14 weeks and it falls below the rank of 14, then yeah, it's Recurrent. If it's spent 21 weeks and it falls below number 10, that it goes Recurrent. And then if it spends 28 weeks and it falls below number 7, then it goes Recurrent as well. So yeah, that's the only 3. Beautiful Things is trying to avoid that right now. It has tried to re-enter at some points, but then it just stays in the Recurrent area for about, I don't know, by about a few points. And yeah. Now let's talk about how KPop Demon Hunters and their songs are literally breaking JNC Hot Songs records as well. The entire main songs, not, you know, like the songs from HUNTR and Saja Boys, they've all entered the top 10 at some point. You obviously have Golden at number 1. Soda Pop peaked at number 2 when that video was popping off in August. And then Free also peaked at number 2. And then Your Idol peaked at number 3 this past week. New peak for Your Idol because of the CNC 2025 Fall Games, but they're not using that theme in their videos as of now. But you know, they'll probably go back to it when the playoffs come around, the Fall Games playoffs. How It's Done, it peaked at number 6. It reached that peak of number 6 again this week. So yeah, that's a re-peak for How It's Done. And I just forgot something. Charles is not gonna be happy about this. What It Sounds Like peaked at number 4, but it sure loves the number 6 spot. It has spent, I don't know how many weeks at number 6, but probably most of it. And then Takedown, the HUNTR version of Takedown, peaked at number 10. Well, that's where it debuted, and then it just straight from there. And then other songs from the KPDH soundtrack, like Strategy by Twice, that peaked at number 9 2 weeks ago? Or no, last week. So this week, it stayed at number 9. And then the Twice version of Takedown reached a new peak of number 14. So yeah, K-Pop Demon Hunters just straight up breaking records on JNC Hot Songs and even the Billboard charts. They had 4 of their songs charted in the top 10. But yeah, the influence of K-Pop Demon Hunters just needs to be studied. So, you know, now it's gonna head for a free fall, the KPDH songs, because obviously I've not really made K-Pop Demon Hunters content this past week, because, you know, it's getting points off of it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah. Here's a formula of how we keep track of points on the Hot Songs chart. So yeah, if their song, if I just want to play it on Spotify, just like, pull up, just press play on it. 3 points if a song that comes up randomly on Spotify, in my playlist, because I use shuffle, okay? And if I put it in a queue, right, or if I accidentally skip too far and I see a song, but then I go back and then let a previous song play, and then that song comes up, that's just 2 points. And then I listen to the radio a lot. Well, not really a lot, but so if I hear it on the radio, that's 15 points. Use it on, any affiliate, like any affiliates with JNC, or so let's say Cedric and Connor, or any use on JNC or of any of our channels, then that's also 15 points. And then it can gain points if it's viewed. So 10 views equals 1 point. 500 views on a short, that's also 1 point. I'm surprised Soda Pop didn't catch number 1 when that video popped off. It had like 100,000 views or something like that in that tracking week. And TV broadcast, if it's used on TV broadcast, it's 20. In some cases, like the HUNTR's performance at Jimmy Fallon, on the day it's happened, I just give it 100 points or something like that. I guess I did that to Taylor Swift when she was on Jimmy Fallon the day before, and yeah, and then I think that's about it. And the reason why Mystical Magical has sort of rose in points is because Monday Night Football on ESPN and ABC, they're playing Mystical Magical on the broadcast. Play a clip. But, yeah, I find it very mystical and magical. Yeah. Now let's talk about some of our other JNC music charts, like the JNC Top 50. You probably noticed that there's a bunch of Kanye West album bombs, and it's because one of my friends, they just tell me to listen to this Kanye album and then select maybe a few of my favorite songs from that album to chart on the JNC Top 50, like Good Morning from Graduation. It debuted at number 3, that's the highest it goes. And then Longevity, like Power from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, that is still hanging around in the charts and probably linger there for a while. I mean, it's a fire song. I've heard Kanye's Power since I was like 6 years old, 6 or 7. But my bad, y'all. Anyways, and then but then once those Kanye songs chart, they'll just go down. Just like how I hope Taylor Swift's album flops on the Billboard, but you never know with Swiftie power. But anyway, Kanye West, the reason why he's high up on the JNC artist top 10 is that his activity on the JNC top 50 is incredible. Well, it's crazy. But I don't think he's gonna have a song chart on Hot Songs unless his next album, Bully. I don't know. No one. New Kanye is just not it, bro. He's not even Kanye. He's just Ye. But who cares? But yeah, that's why Kanye West has sudden album bombs in the big 2025. It's from ages ago. I mean, how about the JNC Top 20 albums? That's the most recent chart we got. Now, KPop Demon Hunters was the soundtrack. It's gonna stay number 1. This week we'll have the full top 20 chart on tomorrow when I have time to update it, obviously. But yeah. By the way, if you're wondering how a tracking week works in the JNC Music Charts stuff, it's from every Saturday to Friday. So yep, we're about to reach the late week point. Golden is literally on pace for 1,000 points. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. Like, I'm not sure if the song will ever touch that. But, see what a Jimmy Fallon live performance can do. If you put it on Spotify, you're getting more points. So, yeah. the live performance of Golden, and then K-pop Demon Hunters making history. And so yeah, thanks for watching this first episode of the JNC Music Show. I'll try to do this every, we'll see, every week at least, one episode per week, 1 to 2. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.
JC creaming.
No, I'm not doing that.